finally, do you have any questions for me?
Nah, I think I'm good. I'm good.
When they ask, do you have any questions for them? The answer is always yes. Why? Because she just seems like she doesn't care, right? Nah, I'm good. I kind of just can't wait to get out of here. I don't really care about this. I haven't prepared any kind of questions at all. No, you want to be engaged, you want to be prepared, you want to be forethoughtful and enthusiastic. Not having questions at the end of the interview, not a good look. Let's try this again. So, finally, do you have any questions for us?
Well, I didn't see it on the thing, on the listing. So I just, like, how much am I getting paid?
Okay, so you do want to have questions at the end of the interview, but that is a question that you don't want to have at the end of the interview. There are certain questions that are off limits. Pay, benefits, how soon will I get promoted? How much will I be making in commission? Do I get my own parking space? Do I get reimbursed for mileage? Can I have next Thursday off? What time's lunch? Do I have to work weekends? Etc., etc. Anything related to money or benefits or perks is gonna make it seem like you're just chasing a paycheck. Of course you're after money. Of course that's important. But asking about it in the interview looks presumptuous. The place that you need to ask about that is after they offer you the job. Once they decide they want you, that's when you ask about money. In this first interview like this, it's premature and it's going to make it look like that's the only thing you care about, like you don't care about doing the job well. That's going to be a turnoff to most employers. So hang on to that question. Don't ask that yet. Wait until they offer you the job. For now, let's see if we can ask some different questions. Finally, do you have any questions for us?
I do, actually. One would be, obviously, I'm going into college soon. Would you all be able to accommodate my class schedule, even though it may change throughout the semesters that I'm there, or maybe even final exam schedules, which would be different from regular class schedules? Would that be something you all would be able to accommodate for?
Absolutely. This is a great question. This is something that she's going to need to know. She's showing that she's planning ahead for when her schedule changes. This shows me as an employer that she's planning to be with us for a while and that she wants to make sure that she can balance her commitment with this job with her commitment to her schooling. Excellent question. Let's try another.
Well, I'll be moving away for college soon, possibly within the year. So would I be able to return to this job during my breaks, or is that something that wouldn't be possible?
Again, she's planning for the future and she's showing that she's committed to staying with this organization. Why wouldn't I be interested in that? Let's try another question.
So it wasn't mentioned on the thing, but what is the training process for this particular job?
Excellent question. You can always ask about training. This is something employers are always going to want to see. An employee who's interested in learning, who wants to know about the training process. And for you, this tells you a lot about how the organization is run. Do they have a standardized training process? Are they organized? Do they know what they're doing? Asking questions like this can help you peer behind the curtain and see what kind of place this is before you accept a job there. Let's try another.
What does a typical day on the job look like?
So, Again, this shows me that she cares about the job itself. She wants to know what a typical day on the job looks like. She wants to know what the job's all about. This shows me somebody who's engaged and enthusiastic. From her perspective, she's going to get a detailed answer about what the job is really like on a daily basis so that she can make a more informed decision about whether or not this job is really right for her. Excellent question. Let's try one more.
When will I know that I've gotten the job?
Now this, of course, is a question that you have to ask because you need to know. You need to know how long to wait by the phone before you know whether or not to call them back. You need to know when you're going to get the information about whether or not you've gotten the job. So all of these are good questions to ask. Questions about training, questions about the job duties itself, questions about their expectations of you, questions about whether you can take the job with you moving forward as your life changes. All of these are great kinds of questions that you can ask at the end of the interview. Just don't ask about money.